Title and thumbnail should hint at what this video is going to talk about. Note that this is specifically for the Japanese PSO2. If you are playing on global, you do not need to watch this video. This does not apply to you. There are no level caps over there in global. So, if you want to see a certain point, you can look in the description for the time skip. You will need to talk to Coffee to get through these level caps. What are level caps? Pretty much a level cap. It means that you cannot progress any further until you complete the following requirements. You are stuck at that level until you get rid of it. To find Coffee, she will be located in the gate lobby area. I'm just gonna pan my camera left and right. And let me pull up the map. It is on the right side of the lobby gate area over here. She's at the counter. You will need to talk to her for a good chunk of things, especially if you're new to the game or if you are making a new character. So, if you strictly play on the global and it's your first time seeing this, then you will not know about these level caps. These level caps are a way to check you and test if you know your stuff, especially with the Successor classes. The overall classes like Hunter, Braver, and all that jazz, they have a very specific client order as well. So if I go to Coffee, you will see these various ones. They will be unlocked when you hit the certain level range. I might not be able to point at the exact range. If you want to make a comment about it, then go ahead. But it's close, like these level caps will be popping up when you are close to that level cap. So, for level cap try 1, for example, that will most likely pop up when you hit somewhere between 25 to 30. And if you do not complete this client order, you will be stuck at 30. Now, here's the cons with a level cap and you hitting level 30. You're stuck at level 30. Not only that, the experience might be wasted. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this because it's been ages, months, since I worked on a new character, but you want to be careful with that. You don't want that to be a thing. You don't want to waste experience. Now, I feel like some of these client orders, especially with the Successor classes, they can excuse that and let the experience bleed over, go to the next couple levels. So if I do hit the first level cap for, let's say, Phantom, if I hit level 30 and I did a urgent quest, emergency quest, where it gave me a good chunk of experience, it will stay experience full, but I think if I unlock it, I'll be able to level that up a bit further depending on how much experience I gain from that quest. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this because, once again, it's been a while since I leveled these things. And the other problem is, once you actually completed these aptitude tests, now this is a bit later in the video, I will mention it again, but when you complete these aptitude tests and you make, like, let's say one of your characters already have the class and they did it. If you make another character and they are playing the same class, it's account locked, meaning that you don't need to do it again. So for aptitude test 1, it tells me that I had to go through the Phantom basics. If I already made a character, if they already went through it, I don't need to do it again. I don't need to do it twice. So this will automatically be completed. All I have to do is pick it up and then turn it in. Level cap trial 1s are different for the general thing. So level cap trial 1 and 2. You would need to physically do that all over again for each new character, or once again, if it's your first time playing on the Japanese PSO2. And the other little snippet when it comes to reading, or a little handy little device to figure out when you get to hit the next level cap, is if you go to character info and you go to class info. You can see that the stuff in parentheses that is saying 100 and it's in orange, that is pretty much the max level. However, you would see some other things like how my hero has a parentheses over 40. You see Etoile has a parentheses over 70, you see Dulce has a parentheses over 30. Those are level caps. I want to be conscious of those because I don't want to, once again, push my luck. And I don't want to waste some of that experience. Now, once again, I think it's a different story with Successor classes, but the big thing is get rid of these as soon as possible. You don't want to waste that experience. So let me address the basic, let me address the level cap trial ones first. So pretty much, you need to pick up a device. And if you read the yellow text, it tells you what you need to do. So for level cap trial 1, you would need to kill these certain mobs in these certain areas for them to get this certain loot. And they had to be at a certain level. Here's the thing, this has RNG behind it. It shouldn't be as bad, but you need to just kill these certain types. Note that does not say darkers, so even though they're in this certain map area, do not count darkers to give you this certain drop. You need to kill natives, dragonkin, and mechs. You need 10 of each one. Once you do, you can turn it in, you get your level cap trial 1. Once you complete level cap trial 1, you will want to do level cap trial 2. This will pop up somewhere between 35 and 40. This won't show up if you don't do level cap trial 1 and if you're not in that certain level range. Not only that, once you complete level cap trial 1, or prior to doing that, you will most likely did difficulty unlock 1. You will need to do difficulty unlock 1 so you can actually do level cap trial 2. Because you see that it says 21 plus, and 21 plus, there are some emergency quests that can actually give you enemies 21 plus on normal, but it's best to, get rid of that difficulty unlock as well. But you would need to fight against enemies level 21 plus. It's the same like level cap trial 1. And once you complete this, you'll be able to push most of your classes to level 100. There's an exception, Scion classes. Scion classes, Successor classes will not be able to do that. So, what classes are affected once you complete level cap trial 2? Hunter, Ranger, Force, Fighter, Techer, Gunner, Braver, Bouncer, and Summoner. 9 classes are able to get to level 100 once you complete level cap trial 2. Now let's talk about the Scion classes. Once again, like I addressed a bit earlier, with the Scion classes, they have very specific tests and client orders. And if you don't have a character that already completed it, or if the character is not at that certain level range, you won't see it. And if you didn't have a character prior to doing the class in these client orders, you will need to complete them. So for aptitude test 1, you see that you need to do the basics, and this can be said for a good chunk of things. The only exception for the aptitude test 1 and not doing the basics is Luster, because they don't have a Luster training course. But for the other classes, they do have a training course. That's aptitude test 1. Aptitude test 2 is to do a quest normal plus with that specific Scion Successor class. Aptitude test 3 is to do or kill a good chunk of mobs at the certain level with the certain equipment. So you will be swapping between, if I were using this as an example, for Phantom, I would need to swap between katana, rod, and rifle and kill a good chunk of them. And then aptitude test 4, and the final one, it's pretty much you going to these certain bosses, mini bosses, I guess, or well, mini bosses, whatever label you want to slap onto them, with the certain equipment, and you want to kill them with that certain equipment at that certain level. And once you complete those, once again, if you make another character that does, let's say for example Phantom, they will be able to complete these easy peasy. They wouldn't need to do it twice. All you need to do is pick up the client order and then turn it in. So, yes, there's 4 of these, and you want to make note of it. Aptitude test 1 will pop up mostly when you hit, I don't remember if it's 20 or 25 to 30. Aptitude test 2 will pop up when you are close to 40. Aptitude 3 will pop up if you are close to 55, and then aptitude 4 will pop up if you are close to 70. And that is it when it comes to these level cap client orders. Once again, this is specifically for Japanese PSO2, and you would want to get rid of them, so you don't need to deal with it, and you do not waste a good chunk of experience. Once again, I'm not 100% sure since it's been ages, months, since I leveled up a character. If you have any question, comment, concerns, put it down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.